started. mousesports won the knife, chose that CT side, and we're live into this.
So starting straight away, we are going to be seeing a bit of a heavy T presence on towards that B side, and it seems to be working wonders as Adrens and his compadre Mu, or Mao, it remains to be said. 3 mousesports members looking to strike something up, and so far nothing going to be found just yet. They decided to back away out of there. They have, well, 2 of the 3 do have armor. Def Kit and Double Flash as well being preserved by GodB. Makes sense, I guess, especially when you have that B site and the massive disadvantage of those 2 B players already eliminated. Distinct lack of Nico, though, as we were told.
Yes, so he's going to be jumping in for the final game of the day, taking the place of Spiddy. I think Spiddy may have some other... other things to do, other commitments. So hopefully we'll be seeing Nico jumping in later so we can see how that affects it. I said it was still up in the air, so don't blame me. Yeah, it will be for that final game to my understanding against Na'Vi. And this will be HellRaisers, as we said. So I'm looking forward to this one. I love watching HellRaisers. I'm actually quite the fan of these guys. Now they've kind of adjusted the roster. They've changed some things around. But mousesports have been on the up. These guys have been picking up victories here, there, and everywhere. And really surprising people how well they've started to gel together. But HellRaisers brute forcing that first round. We get the SMG Tech 9 and a couple of rifles brought into this one. And it looks like a B again going to come out. And why not?
Yeah, why not? And I think Nex and Dennis are going to be kicking themselves. It's going to happen all over again. This is far too familiar a situation for them as they do once again drop. And look at mousesports. This time they're not going to be able to preserve their weaponry, or at least their arsenal anyway. Spiddy does go down as well. Takes a chunk out of Angel, though, as HellRaisers have quite easily secured this second round, and that's a good sign of things to come for the HellRaisers guys. mousesports, of course, are a team that have always been very prominent on Dust 2, so once we start seeing full weapons in their hands, I'm going to be really interested to see where this one goes. Exactly
that, and obviously GodB at the helm, brilliant player coming into this. I want to see how much form he can find. I think Chris J may have just wiped them out. Yeah, and it feels like a matter of time here. Chris J might be able to take down one and sustain, but not even going to get that. And GodB might even be picked up if he's not too careful. And time should just about run out, and he will stay alive. But not with a great deal. Still just has that 5-7, a little bit of armor, and a diffuse kit. So I guess a lot more than the others, but still not much to work with. And this should be following off the back of that first and second to be a third for HellRaisers. So as we said, though, looking out for that gun round coming in, HellRaisers not investing too heavily into this one either. Sticking with the AK, the Galil, and then the SMGs with the Tech 9. So they should be good for money after this one, but a little bit of a different start, taking control of mid.
Let's see where they choose to go from this. So this is going to be highly contrasting with the heavy B pusher that they have been making up. Dennis and Nex is kind of going to be like, what's going on? We're not dead yet. This feels a bit unusual. Either way, bomb now released from Kucha's control. As it looks to me like HellRaisers are going to start formulating themselves for that presence on short. We've seen it work time and time again on Dust 2, and as I say that, you can see Angel trying to edge out towards middle. The smoke is there for him if he wanted to try and cast his eyes towards B, but as it clears, maybe too little too late. And just as I was suggesting they were coming short, time passes and HellRaisers, they're starting to stack up for a kind of mid to B here.
Yeah, they certainly are. And might be able to get something good going on through this. The bomb is waiting in those B tunnels. If they can single those 2 out, it could work out. But Nex and Dennis are about to be caught off from the back. And here come HellRaisers. Another great B take coming in. Bomb should go down. And once again, Mouse are left out in the cold. Chris J and GodB pretty much in the same place they were at the end of the last round. A million miles away. And Spiddy is going to be found by Kucha. And this has been a very nice beginning for HellRaisers. A lot of money can be built up, keeping those SMGs in hand. And Chris J and GodB just trying to stay alive.
Just trying to stop them getting any money from the kill at this point. There's that bomb, and the hunt begins.
Oh wow, no one's actually got a single kill for Mouse yet either.
Yep. Well, you know, let's not forget, we saw NIP pick up 3 very easy rounds not too long ago, and those are the only 3 rounds they managed to acquire. GodB, though, breaks the record as he does frag. And now it's time to see weapons in the hands of mousesports on the CT side.
A well-needed break as well. GodB will survive. And now we see the buy-up. So this is where we need to see the impact start coming out, because HellRaisers aren't just going to be doing those straight, mid-B plays. Although they do have some actual quite good B spawns, they could make something out of this. We will be seeing the AWP coming into place as well for HellRaisers, so big impact play could come through this. And I love watching out with this one. I'm going to call him Mao. I may be completely wrong, but I'm going for it. Please correct me, someone.
Yeah, please tweet at us.
Like,
please, we've been begging.
How to phonetically say it.
Yeah, so like as in, if it was Mao, it would be M-O-W.
Yes.
You know, and that's how we want it phonetically, so we don't butcher this one.
And the one thing I want to say about mousesports is I really enjoy how much control they like to take of short early on. So that nade just to those lower B tunnels, taking Dozier down to 50 HP, is actually quite a cool impact play off what they were doing at the start. So getting the early information, hello. How are we doing? But mostly just doing that early work. And I always really like that. It's something that actually Henry G was talking about on Dust too, that a lot of teams won't just kind of give up mid-control so early on. Just thought we'd stare at you for a while. You missed out on nothing. It's all good. We are still in this. And nothing has changed just yet. But those mid-to-B smokes are coming in, but no one's pushing off the back of it. And now 3-2 split. Spiddy going to be receiving on long if they do make that play. Chris J is waiting on site, and Godby kind of supporting as well. I wonder if HellRaisers can really make something from this.
This is that short play I was anticipating just the round prior, and they are going to be trying to make something. Kucha and Angel make themselves known on long, and here comes the push. Mouse, though, are relying in wait, at least they should be. Not going to happen. Andrens picks that one up, and now Godby has really got a lot to do around this elevator position, backing off and towards spawn. Is he anticipating the plant so soon, though, as Dennis picks up another one, and the bomb now loose. Andrens has to pick up where his teammates left off.
I'm surprised they let Godby away with that situation as well. Rather than overwhelming him by that elevator, they could have pressured more, but they've given them a chance now. Mouse need to make this play. Adren, Angel, and Kuja in great spots, but Dennis and Nex working their way back in. And now, well, that was a very clean pickup in the end from Nex, taking down Kuja, and the defuse will come out. I'm honestly surprised HellRaisers did not pressure the likes of Godby more.
Yeah, and something that I was talking to actually Henry G recently in the UK Premiership, I was saying, what is the counter to this constant presence in short? We've seen teams do it, like NAP were doing it, Fnatic do it. They like to just stack short, then nade and push and try and get that bomb down. He said, back away. Get down towards long, back away, let them have it and play for the retake. That's what we saw there. We saw those two players back through the smoke into CT spawn and then commence the retake when the numbers were stacked in their favor. So very nice to see there from mousesports as they secure their first round with weapons in their hands.
Yeah, now we see the double AWP, so, well, one for each at least. So Chris J just kind of picking up one Mao on the other side, already doing a lot of work, taking Nex very low, so weakening that B side. I think he's aware of it. Dozier went to pick up the remains, but actually Nex is still alive. And Angel going to go hunting for this one, looking for more. Flashes come in. Angel needs to back away a little bit there. And HR just going to slow down and look for an opening. And looking at it this way, there's only one player on A right now.
It's a good way to look at it. Chris J, of course, is a presence you cannot ignore. Oh, as he does just avoid that flash, he's going to try and catch one off. Angel is there, and he does find him. Does get notified of a second as Mao just rattle off a shot. We are going to stick with Mao for now, as Adrens and Mao are going to be getting that bomb down. Chris J, Nex, and Spiddy do remain, and you can see Kucha's just in this standoff with Spiddy in long. And I feel like Spiddy has got the patience for this fight.
And 3v3 here, even numbers. Mouse aren't in the best position to retake this. But if they can find one, they can build off the back. They just need to find one here, and already Spiddy finding Kucha is going to make it much easier for Mouse to get back in here. Let's see if they can push up that ramp and see what they can do. But Adren already stopping Chris J, and Adren comes in again. Perfectly done, well placed, and just denying that push up off the ramp.
Mao now, Adren again. We are just poets in this round, Lauren. 4-1 to score, and that's going to mean very tight economy then for mousesports, as they are going to force back onto pistols. Yeah,
win one, lose one. It's not great for CTs. It does start hurting the economy. And you can see their maximum they've got right now is 3K. Chris J, the only one who's going to be sitting on any sort of funding, but not enough to go for a buy. And they should be able to sweep this one aside, HellRaisers. Last time they just brute forced in towards B. This time a little more cautious, taking their time and just trying to find out if Mouse are stacking. Are they trying anything here? Because we know that Mouse like to do that, or at least they used to, especially towards short. Put two players up there, push it a little earlier on. But this is a touch different. Chris J down towards CT, Godby up by Goose, and Spiddy just falling back towards A site.
And HellRaisers are just going to hang around in middle, waiting for a slip up from mousesports. I don't think they're going to give it to them, though. They're going to force HellRaisers to fight for that intel that they're so hungry for. As Angel just seems to have a bit of a passion for pushing middle, but passively. Like he just lurks in, tries to find something, not going to get it, though. As Chris J and his teammate Dennis are just going to lie on the sidelines, hoping for a terrorist to make their day. And it looks like actually Spiddy and Godby are about to have a bit of a party delivered towards that A site.
And may just be. And there's no flashes, no indication they're coming just yet. They allowed Mount a little bit of a peek towards side for free. There's the flashes. Here comes the play off the back. And look at that pressure already piling in. Gonna try and get the short plant, and they get it. I like the purchase up of just that Mac 10, allowing Dozier to get a lot of money going for himself. Dennis not in the best position either, going to try and back into the smoke and just be met by bullets. So another very clean round coming out for HellRaisers, and I highly doubt Next can make much of this, and Dozier could do with the cash.
Yeah, he's just hungry for an easy 600, and he gets it as well. As that's going to put more money in the HellRaisers' pockets. They didn't lose a man either, and that's so important on those ecos. Just making sure that you don't lose a single investment, as that's going to make their economy even bigger. Look at that. Full bought, still sitting at around between 7 to 5k. And now mousesports still looking a little worse for wear. And this is probably going to be a 6th on the board for HellRaisers. That's mad.
HellRaisers coming out to play this time. They're not taking any prisoners. They're just going to do the damage, and why not? So this is the stack that I was waiting for. Chris J and God B up towards short. It's what they generally used to do a lot more. Chris J actually pushing up quite far, and Dozier just waiting it out. See if anyone's going to push those B tunnels. And here we go. Chris J's going straight towards lower B. He's pushing extraordinarily aggressive. There's God B to follow, but not going to find anything. Can't catch him off guard.
And that's going to be real trouble for mousesports, as this should be another HellRaisers round. I keep saying should be because Dennis can always surprise. He does onto Adren. That's the 5-7 coming into play. And with that bomb loose, HellRaisers still waiting for another slip up. And Dennis is going to give it to them. This seems a little aggressive. Oh, and I've been put in my place as Angel goes down. This is a second now for the man of the 5-7.
And I've always enjoyed teams who like to try and gain control of those B tunnels, especially when those mid to B splits became more of a presence in play. You saw eventually the CTs starting to push themselves in towards B tunnels to regain some map control, and it's good to see them trying to do this here, forcing HellRaisers to make a play, to make a commitment, and it looks like it's going to be up towards A. They still have 3 players with a lot of utility, a lot of weapons to utilize here. God B and Spitty are going to be on the receiving end, and Dennis, the one with the gun, is nowhere near.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult for them, and I assume that bomb's going to be going down for short. That seems to be their preference, and it makes sense in this scenario as we are once again going to be seeing the retake coming in. God B, just patience pays off. Brilliant now, as it is going to be a 2v2. Well, I say 2v2. I was anticipating Dennis trying to find something he didn't, though, and that's the AK out of their hands. It should be an easy wrap-up, but a very effective round from mousesports. I speak too soon. He's got an AK. Suddenly a 1v1 as Dozier is going to be playing the time. The Do-si-do, as he is going to be backing away. And this should be an easy pickup. I think he realizes it, and God B's just going to be getting out there with an AK for himself. And that's going to be the 6th on the board for HellRaisers, but by no means an easy one. And all credit there goes to Dennis and God B.
Certainly does. And I was looking for that short control. I like when Mouse do this. They go a little bit more aggressive. They like to put a little bit of themselves out there. So pushing 2 up on short. Then it doesn't work out. Fall back. Pushing up B tunnels. Actually getting the kill, getting the gun, and then falling back. mousesports are not bad at this, and it's going to give them the chance here to get that double AWP into practice. Oof. Chris J and Dennis now running this. Dennis has been playing over towards B. Chris J now able to focus far more towards that A site, and no opening tag coming through or kill for HellRaisers. So a better start coming through here, and now we've just got to see how this one plays out. Can Chris J get the opener? Can he find a way in? Can he stop control given over towards the T's? But Adrian's actually snuck up a little here. He's a little closer than Chris J maybe expects. Spots a foot of one, going to take the shot, but he won't expect the pressure. He got a little careless then, allowing Adrian to push up. And so far, Mouse have picked up 2 with these AWPs, but now they need to close down the last 3.
Yeah, and Dennis, of course, still standing with his AWP, but he's going to have absolutely nothing to say about this one as the push is going to be starting to make room on towards A site. Angel's there to back him up. Adrian's gone so deep into the site without that bomb. And now the CT's just backing away, going to play for the retake. It makes perfect sense as HellRaisers have full control of A site for now. Kucha even holding as deep as short. And now next Dennis, Gobby and Spiddy gathering as much as they can before this retake. And it's going to come thick and fast. Look at this. Dennis and next just charging through CT. They are hungry for this.
They're going to have to be. It's going to be hard to break in here. No one checking on towards that side peak, and Angel just rains in fire from above. Dennis and next go down. Spitty and God be the last 2 standing. At least they're far away. They can back out of this and retain the weapons. I don't think they'd have a shout towards this one with Adrian and Kucha locking out short. And Mouse are just being completely controlled on A. The bomb has been planted so many times for HellRaisers. You can see that reflected in the money. mousesports are going to be struggling for cash, and this is going to be another good round for HellRaisers. They're just showing that they have versatility. They've taken over B, they've controlled mid, they've done mid to B splits, and they've been proven they can play up towards A. This is a very competent side we're seeing from HellRaisers, and sadly for mousesports, they're yet to really challenge. They've been making a couple of interesting plays, but nothing that's shaken HellRaisers at all.
Yet. We'll see if there's anything to come. Of course, the economy is going to mean pretty rough ride for mousesports. 2 players without weaponry and without armor in regards to next.
Chris J's hanging around.
And that's nice from Chris J, just waiting for the extra couple of seconds that he needed. And this is going to be big. Gobby is just going to start picking up frags, picking up heads too. Now make it 3 frags for him. And Kucha is going to be the last man standing for HellRaisers. And this is a swift round. Once again, this time mousesports at the driving seat. And gotta be said, Chris J and Gobby, these 2 individuals just seem to be sitting quite comfortably. Kucha just seems to be just delaying the inevitable. This is a 1 round for mousesports. They needed to pick it up, and they needed to pick it up now, if not earlier, to start picking up those additional rounds on the CT side.
And this was just exactly what mousesports needed. Not only Chris J doing a little bit of early work, but then Gobby just dominating on short, pushing up, not allowing that control early on. We'll have to see if they can continue that forward. Chris J just peeking around so he can just avoid a little bit of that smoke going off the molly. Catches a glimpse of him on towards short. And this should be a comfortable pick here for Chris J.
Half of him was wishing it's a scout there. Just got the glimpse of the jump, realizing he had an orb in his hands.
But still, 23 seconds left. Kucha shouldn't be allowed to pick up anything, but he does, and that's not what Mouse need. They need to be careful with the amount of money they're spending on this round, and there we go. But Gobby to the rescue.
Run, Gobby, run.
4 kills that round, picks up the orb, saves the day, and that's just the experienced player that he is.
Yeah, real solid performance from Gobby. And I mean, when you get tested on short like that, it's so easy to be overcome. Just 1 extra pickup. As you're going to be able to see Chris J's opening frag as well as this. Look, what that 1, 2, 3. They come 1 by 1, single file, into the arc that is Gobby. Actually, they came in pairs on the arc. Damn, that doesn't make any sense. Either way, 7-2 the scoreline. So close yet so far. As we're going to be seeing HellRaisers just spread themselves out. This 2-1-2 split, just leaving Mao middle with the bomb to try and commit towards any sort of picks that they do pick up early.
Yeah, and I just want to see where mousesports maybe extend to, or if they're going to sit back quite to a more standard start, and it looks like they are. Gobby taking over in towards mid, Chris J focusing towards A. So those 2 original mousesports members, should I say, kind of switching things up a little bit here, but nothing too much. Chris J just going to adapt over towards Goose, and HellRaisers just trying to find out information. You can't blame them. They want to take their time.
Yeah, you certainly can't blame them. I mean, this is going to be really strong start for HellRaisers. Like, you look up, you see 7-2, you realize this is Dust 2 that we're talking about. This is a full mousesports lineup. Yes, if they had got that kind of fill-in, things would have been different, but this is a full mousesports lineup, and they've been posting such good results as of late. HellRaisers really starting to test them, though.
And I actually prefer Chris J in this sort of spot. It looks like HR are looking maybe for an A. That's going to spur them on. Wow. Chris J now has to decide. That's the problem. He was in a great spot to passively watch that push towards A. Flash comes in. It doesn't matter. Angel goes down. Chris J follows up as well. Perfect. And now Gobby even finding one on towards short. Chris J chimes back in. And this is brilliant stuff. mousesports with the A lockdown. 4K for Chris J. And I prefer him in those spots. Waiting passively, having to adapt on the fly, and then falling back to it. mousesports 3-7 now, back in the game.
You are just a poet today. You heard that, didn't you? It's a 4K for Chris J.
I didn't.
You can't stop, Lauren. You're
I've got a problem.
You're a rhyming machine.
Better than the love machine, eh?
Oh, damn. Either way, they're fully brought up, and there's a 3 CT stack. I say that, yeah, Chris J changes his mind, realizing there's a few too many there. As HellRaisers, in the meantime, pistols only, heading through mid.
The one thing I will say, they do that just to allow Spitty some control and long, but look at HellRaisers just going to pile through mid. Dennis and Next need to turn their attention, and they've got to keep this one under wraps. You cannot drop around like this. It has to be clean, and it looks like it's going to be. The last man standing is Angel. He got 1, but 1 is not enough at the moment, and there we go. mousesports getting somewhat back into this, but it's still a long road to go before they're in a good position, I think. We've got the double up in play. Let's see who that goes to. It is going to be Dennis and Chris J. You just switched that one out for a second. I got a little confused. Then he just dropped Next a gun so he could retain some similar money. But on the T side, just AKs. A bit of utility there. Got the Molly, maybe going to indicate a play towards A. They like to put that in towards maybe Goose on occasion or towards the site. But this is what I'm saying. So it's basically Gobby and Spitty, just allowing a little bit of utility for Spitty to get towards Pit. He likes to play a little bit closer. And look at the sped up play from HellRaisers. They're speeding up towards short control. They want to get that early on. Maybe just force it because Gobby's not there early. He's playing CT. Chris J could get overwhelmed here if they drop towards CT and quick, and it looks like they're doing just that. But Gobby, too aware, too ready, and just takes down Adrian, leaving HellRaisers in a predicament. 4 players left up, 2 of them by B tunnels, 2 by mid. Do they just try and switch it up now?
I think that's what's going to happen. You see Dosia and Kucha, who were that mid presence around short, signaling to their teammates that they kind of prefer A, and I think that's going to be the hit. As they are working their way through low, it's heading on towards short, and Gobby seems to have a real good inkling about this, as he's just gathered so much information. If he shows his face here, chooses not to, and Angel's gone all the way towards long now. And Spiddy, after just sitting in pit for the entirety of this round, is finally going to have a challenge.
Well, Chris J depends on him as well. If Spiddy goes down, that's A, just under so much pressure. Next going to come back through. Spiddy goes down. The floodgates are now open. Here comes HellRaisers, and Chris J better be ready for this one.
And I think he's got teammates by his side as well. Next with one, he knows there's a presence long, but he's also well aware there's one right next to him. Oh, he fluffs the shot. So does Dosia, though, as a full magazine is cost, and that's going to cost him his life, as now Angel 1v3. Gobby and Dennis are going to be there to wrap it up. Dennis with the AWP is all too easy, and that's now a 5th for mousesports as things are starting to go their way.
Really are, and it's impressive, considering they're getting really overpowered towards A early on. Even on their gun rounds, they were a little overpowered, and HellRaisers were taking full advantage of that. And then we saw the switch up. Gobby and Chris J just stamping their authority down. You add in Dennis with the AWP as well. You get a lot of power across this map. But now HellRaisers on that shoddy-ish buy. A couple of AKs still, but not enough for everyone. So we still got a Galil, a Tech9, and a Scout. I wonder what they can make of it. It looks like a B so far.
Certainly does. HellRaisers are actually one of those teams that have really effective weapon round Bs. You don't see them too often. But when you do, HellRaisers can catch mousesports off guard, and Adrian's with the Tech9. He's using it close quarters as it should be. Dennis connects a second shot of 2. Oh my lord, that should have been him. Oh, Adrian just shoves a knife into Dennis's chest. Isn't going to get the next one though, as they have managed to take control of the site. I say that, the bomb isn't going to go down anytime soon. Dosia has to cross the doors. He does though. Spiddy couldn't connect the shots, and Gobby and Spiddy waiting for Chris J in the wings.
And B can be so hard to retake. You really need that perfect precision play to come in as a collective, and there's the first. Spiddy going to come in towards this one. They've still got mollies, they've still got flashes. They can still do this, and slowly but surely they come pouring in, and Dosia picks up 2. Kucha claims the 3rd, and that's the power that Dosia can have. What a brilliant play. But HellRaisers were down on money, and they made it work. They took themselves towards B. They got the bomb across. They got the bomb down. And that was well needed. Yeah,
and I mean, the best example of that was, of course, Tech9 and Adrian's. He didn't have enough money, and so he took it to the one place where he was guaranteed to be in the perfect range for the Tech9, and then he got the frag. It was absolutely exactly what the doctor ordered for that round, and that was pretty damn close for Moo. I'm still conflicted, but I want to say it. Either way, Chris J wins out on that AWP battle for the 2nd time.
Look at Adrian, straight in towards mid. He knows that Chris J is down, and he's going to punish that. And now they lose out on those 2 players that were just so imperative now for both sides. Let's see what they can make of it still. HR lost out on the AWP, but that's now in the hands of Kucha. Kucha has that. Yeah. Then we're going to have to wait and see what else they can bring. I don't know what's up with Kucha. I don't know if he's having issues. He might be having a couple of problems. No, he was just watching the push on long then, expecting maybe Spiddy to make a little bit of a push through those double doors, but not the case. And mousesports expecting a B play here, and I think they're right to be doing so. Angel already finding Chris J might just encourage this, but where do the HellRaisers feel they want to go? They know that Nex and Dennis have been playing B. Spiddy's been at long. That's 1 player against ideally 4 now, so this could be big. Wow. Kucha yet to move with the bomb though. This is still building. Yeah, it's still building, but Spiddy was just going super aggressive, trying to push on the molly. Costs him his life, as now it is going to be Dennis favoring HellRaisers. Dennis caught off as well, and now all on to Nex, and he's been kind of lingering around long for far too long. I think HellRaisers are going to try and put that together. As he did, of course, he's usually present on that B site. He's going to start hearing footsteps. He's going to catch a glimpse of one. He needs to clear the frag fast. Not going to happen as he takes one with him. But 9-5 the scoreline, and good God, this is looking pretty solid for HellRaisers. Yeah, they're showing a good team performance. I think if mousesports claim this one, it won't be an awful scoreline. It's certainly a buildable scoreline. But for me, just the play from Adrian here, just being so confident to go for that shot and really weak in the A site. And then in the end, they also took down Chris J. But for me, Dennis then, just so sloppy playing over towards A. I just wanted to see him take his time a little more. However, double stack up on towards short. Christian and Godby, the dastardly duo, going to get up there very early. And let's see what HellRaisers do now. This is the last round of the first half here. And let's see if they can get a nice 10-5 scoreline. That would be perfect.
And the question is what can the CTs do with their buy? A Deagle, a 5-7, double UMP, and an M4 for Dennis. Let's see what they can piece together with this one. Godby likes his pop flash. He likes to kind of flash his teammate in on towards that short area. He's thinking about it, and he's just waiting for, going to kind of enable Christian to try and find something with the UMP.
I just think Christian can hear short so well, yet for him to make the big impact, he'd need the flash to come out for him.
Yeah.
But it looks like HellRaisers are actually lining up for this, and this is the one big gun in really mousesports' hands. So Dennis needs to be big in this round, and that is a good start. Dozier going down, going to give away the game. Next, still in such a dominant position with this gun, he needs to make this impact. Gets the tag, doesn't get the frag, but Dennis will.
Go on.
But now surely Angel's going to check, and when he does, great play coming out from Next, buying time. The rotate is already coming in. mousesports are en route. Godby, Chris J, Spitty to the rescue, but they've got less than ideal weapons, and they need to make them count.
Good God, less than ideal is definitely a statement that you need to consider. Finally, Chris J finds something. It's going to be an AK, and that could catch one out. I think he caught a glimpse of one. Kucha's going to be... No, he's not. What? I thought he saw the gun. He didn't. And now 2v2, double UMP 45. Let's see what you can do. 600 in the bank, but that's not what matters right now, as it's all about the frags. They get it. mousesports put anything in their hands, and they'll give it a good go. 9-6 then, the score. And you said it would be respectable. It's something, I don't know, what was your summary? Buildable, I think was a nice way to summarize it.
I think this map is still very dependent on CT&T comfortability.
Yeah.
Kind of, some teams feel...
Comfortability. I'm
new
holding
word,
you, I'm
new
holding you on
word.
that one.
It's not a real word. Don't hold me
Just
on
like my misunderestimating.
Guys, can we just really appreciate the absolute ridiculous word that is misunderestimating?
So I said this, I was very tired at the time, but it sounds right.
It does, but it doesn't
Lauren,
mean
you're
it's correct.
misunderestimating HellRaisers right now. Kind of
Please
sounds right.
tweet at Machini TV telling him how wrong he is.
No, come on
No,
now.
do it. Please do. Anyway, back to the game, though. The thing here is that mousesports can be very comfortable when they're on T sides. They've shown this before. Yeah. And Duster is a map they're very proficient in. I do believe we're live into the pistol, so let's start turning our attention towards that, as this one will be underway nice and quickly. And why don't you take us into the first round?
See how things shape up then. As we're going to be really intrigued to see what mousesports do. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's very different to what we saw from HellRaisers.
Look at HellRaisers. Look at this setup. 4 players clustered in towards mid. This is a very different beginning from HR.
And I think they're just hoping to catch off a couple of mousesports members off guard. And look at this aggressive play. It's going to be easy for Angel. He just surprises next, peeks through the doors. And Doshi's doing the same as well. Godby now down on mousesports. They have no idea what's going on because the CTs are coming to them.
This is unbelievable. We don't see this very often.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know why we don't. Mount going to make it hurt.
My.
Oh, beautiful. Just plucking their head off of their shoulders. Spitty's got full reign on A, but by this point, what does it matter? That was a really, really nice play from HellRaisers.
I'm going to be honest. I was looking at that for just a second, and I still thought HellRaisers were on T. I was looking at that like, oh, they're stacking short. Oh, they're blue. Wait, what's going on here? They do manage to secure a very strong start in this round. Just Spitty remaining, and he's just going to be doing his very best with what's being left for him. He runs out of ammo. And what's a mistake? 10-6 then the score, as that's going to be double figures now for HellRaisers, and we'll see if mousesports can do anything surprising on that second round bye.
That was really quite nice. I like that.
Yeah, it was nice. I'm going to watch that back.
I always like slightly, slight variation. When we saw the
yeah.
double stack in mid coming through, people used to stack on each other's heads to watch short. And then we saw it on short as well. And now we see a 4-man stacking towards mid. All right, who am I to judge? And look at the buy-up. Actually quite an investment. A lot of rifles here, not a lot of SMGs. Dozier going to be actually sticking with the SMG and going to take it towards short quite aggressively, actually. And that could catch out Mouse here. If they are actually down there, the MP9's got a little bit of power to it. He can do some work, but there's head armor on Mouse, and that's going to make it harder. Angel's going to have to lock down this cross by a little bit of time, and he's going to do more than that. Gets himself the kill, but not any more. Bomb now down in a disastrous place. HellRaisers just fold on towards mousesports, and Mouse make very little impact here.
Yeah, and they invested heavily, of course, all head armor and Sec 9 for them. As Dennis is just very much just a caged animal at this point. They know he's in B. And they're just going to sit on that bomb and let him come to them. I say that, Kucha fluffing his lines somewhat, just waiting for this round to end. It will be putting the 11th, though, on HellRaisers.
I love the way people are actually like, yeah, it does sound like a real word. I did have to check.
It does. You misunderestimate me. I've got to be honest, I misunderestimated HellRaisers on this game. Truly, I did.
So you were accurate with your assumptions.
It's basically a double negative.
It is a double negative.
But it sounds right. I'm convinced. I feel like if I said it in conversation, no one would bat an eye.
You reckon?
Yeah.
All right, we'll try and say it in a couple of later games.
I'll slip it into a cast,
And
yeah.
you guys at home have to point out when it happens. But still, look at this.
Impressed.
Mouse don't have a great deal of money, so this should, in theory, be a nice, clean round for HellRaisers. I don't know what they could really achieve beyond that, but
A bomb plant would be lovely.
It would be delightful, but I don't think they're going to get it. I think it's very ambitious.
I think it's very ambition. Ambition? Oh dear,
Alex,
words are so difficult today. I had loads of sleep as well. I've got no excuse.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Either way, it's very ambitious, Lauren. I think you're right. They have very little nades. In fact, zero. No smoke, nothing. In order to try and find a way into a site. Kucha's got the perfect lineup to start bopping terrorist heads, and the nades there is going to be pretty brutal. Kucha with one. Mao's there as well, as the bodies are going to start dropping. Finally, Next puts one in the body bag, as does Dennis. This is not too bad. Taking rifles out of the hands of HellRaisers is no easy feat. As finally, that one is going to be ending 12-6, the score. And, I mean, they did more than we anticipated there.
They did. Those 2 kills coming in, there was only one left to be. If that bomb wasn't in such a bad place,
Something
they might have made time from that. But that's all shoulda, woulda, coulda. We are into the round now, and this is the one that kind of matters. We're going to have Chris J with the Scout, which is a little unique. You know, it's a little different. But it's Chris J, and why not? He normally does quite well with it. Not going to get any opening damage done. However, mousesports now need this round. HellRaisers have kind of done what we expected after they picked up a very curious way of playing their first pistol round on the CT side. But now Mouse need to find their footing in the gun rounds. Dennis going to go in for the early challenge. And not going to come out too pretty.
Lucky with it to keep his life there.
Very lucky. And now HellRaisers kind of have a good idea, but they back away. And Chris J starts to look towards picking A. But nothing to be found easy. They're just taking their time.
And I think I certainly would if I was in HellRaisers' position as well. Adrian's and Angel are just sitting around that B site. Adrian's has got his eyes towards mid, and he needs to have a pretty firm sight set. Oh my lord, just the one. As here comes the T side. mousesports trying to flood into B, but it's not being made easy as Angel picks up another. It's going to be going back and forth. 2 CTs remain, and they are on either side of the map. Mao and Dosia. Mao being pressured. Tech9 is all he needs, though, as Chris J takes him down. Where is Dosia when you need him? 3 to find, and so little time to do it. He's just going to try and find some exits. And I mean, he knows Chris J's in CT. He knows Chris J's already picked up 2. I just think he doesn't want to give him the 3rd.
Yeah, I just had to double check. People are linking me things like, actually, it's a real word. It's not in the English dictionary. It's not in the Oxford English dictionary, so it doesn't really count. But Dozier claiming some kills. Bomb is gonna actually kill him as well. So T-side nicely done. And they needed that. Simply said they needed that. And now looking at Chris J, he gets to keep the AWP, which is always perfect for him. He gets to claim that one rather than having the rather than having the scout. But then again, it's still Chris J. He can do just as much damage. And look on the CT side, they don't have a great deal of money. There's a bit, here and there. It's a little bit. There's a bit of a disparity, let's say. Dozier with 7k, so I think he actually just dropped off the scout. What? See, and that's the power of the scout. There we go. So Angel just going to use the scout, beat out Chris J with the AWP. That's going to be recovered by Spiddy. And look at Dozier creeping up, looking for a little bit more. I wonder if Godby's going to be expecting this. Oh, the shoulder peek, beautiful movement, and then we'll get the kill. Looks it down. So this should be a much smoother now round. But then again, HellRaisers have these crazy pistols that they can just kind of do damage on.
Certainly impressed to see Angel go AWP v Scout and
was
emerge
next in
victorious.
lower B tunnels as well. Adrian could be in a good position if he actually comes around this corner in the right place.
It's a big if, though, and there's going to be 2 CTs to find. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Angel could have potentially got the trade-off there. Didn't. As Next is still expecting that second B player to peak, and he does. Wow, solid play there from Next. Paid a heavy price, but it's not going to really affect this round too much. That bomb still at the top of mid. Godby is going to connect onto Kucha. Back and forth we go. Spiddy to wrap it up, and that's going to be another for Mouse.
And this really reminds me of Mouse's T-side on Mirage, for example. When they were playing against one of the French sides, I think it was possibly Envious, or it may have been Time. I think it was Envious. They were so cautious, so slow, so clinical, especially when they weren't necessarily sure who they or what they were up against, whether they were on full eco, whether it was a shoddy buy coming in. Very slow play, waiting it out, and then slowly working in. And this is what we saw then. Anyway, mousesports this time looking a little bit more focused towards the B site. 3 players to begin with over towards it, and Chris J being one. AWP in hand, not going to get much, going to be smoked off and have to adjust. And all in all, I'm liking mousesports when they play like this. They become very methodical.
I think it's certainly something they really do thrive in. They love an environment where they're the underdogs. It's something that mousesports has, of course, experienced quite a lot of. And just even in this game alone, they now have to claw back, and it's something that really, I think, puts them into a different mode, a different mindset. As once again, Mouse take this slow T-side approach. We saw this in their Mirage strats. I don't know if he was casting with you, Lauren. Do you remember? They just really completely slowed the round down, started to get in the CT's heads, and that's when we start seeing really big stuff from Mouse.
Now they need to convert that into a round against a board upside, though. That's the bigger difference. And Dozier are going to get up close and personal. They won't expect it, but wow! Dennis still lands the shot. It's unbelievable, but Mao is waiting with the AWP, picking up a couple on towards long. He should be expecting more, though. Peeking over the top. Let's see if anyone's going to be there. Gets flashed out, and mousesports already running round towards short. Chris J has a good footing here, but Angel in low B tunnel is going to catch him on the cross. GodB goes down, and Chris J not going to find an easy opening. Adrian chimes in, and they regain mid-control at the perfect opportunity. Chris J is in a world of trouble. He cannot move. There's a molly to the left, players to the right, and he is in just dire straits.
And I use the term cog, like a cog in the machine, sorry, excuse me, a spanner in the works, quite a lot, you know, completely messing with that. But that is a perfect example. Adrian's and Angel, both of them, just completely ruined that plan for mousesports. They had the right idea. They knew where Mal was. They knew they wanted to rotate from long to short. And one player stood in lower tunnels to completely ruin that. And that's going to be another on the board for HellRaisers. It's getting dangerous now for mousesports. We said they like uphill struggles. This is going to be a little too difficult for them in this round. I assume you can see they are going to be having GodB on a Tech 9. Didn't stop the HellRaisers side on their B push, but let's see what they're going to be able to make of this. And then it's for Dennis, of course, as well. Spiddy, the same. Just one smoke for him. That's Dozier and Spiddy in this standoff. Once again, it's just on either side. It doesn't matter who's on T, who's on CT. They just play that time down. Dozier going aggressive. I don't know if Spiddy's necessarily anticipating it. It sounds like he is. Little does he know that GodB and Chris J are not too far if he needs backup.
And if HellRaisers pick this up, it's a very well-needed win. They're currently set down in 10th. This will put them up 3 places, tied with mousesports, above Envy, above Titan, above Na'Vi. Huge game for them. They will climb this ladder, this leaderboard, off the back of this. And it's seemingly been like a long time coming for HellRaisers to get solid performances in the bag. So hopefully they close this for their sakes. But let's see what they get into. As mousesports still have a lot to work with. This slower play going to be tested here. It's going to be brought out to the fullest. A lot of smokes towards short coming in. And Mouse are edging back towards B. We've got Chris J still trying to lurk it out, trying to be a presence, and Mao just says no. But look at mousesports. They are flooding in towards that B side, and Adrian has to hold them back.
Yeah, Nex is just going to put an end to that, and now Kucha is going to try and do something as well alongside Angel, but the bodies just keep dropping, and the bomb now going down isn't going to be able to be stopped. Nex just fragging, frag upon frag now, as it is going to be all onto Mao to do something for his team. He's got the AWP, and he's going to be getting out of there. I've already said before, B so difficult to retake, even when you've got level numbers, never mind the one remaining AWP. He's backing away, and he's going to see the 9th then appear for his opponents.
Just getting to hear that lovely new knife sound that
I
I'm
don't know
not
how
sure
I feel
if I
about
like or
it.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It sounds like a little kitchen drawer being pulled open. Like,
I want him to do it again now.
stop being a sensible player. Knife some more items.
Yeah, knife that wall.
Come on.
It's like a little swish though. If you the right click's a little swishy.
It's a little swishy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the little swishy though.
Not sure.
People at home, get on Twitter. Do you like?
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're attacking like. I'm not going to say it, I'll embarrass myself. No.
It's not the first time. And the match is paused so we can discuss the swishy knife. Guys at home, on
what
Twitter.
What does it sound like? It sounds like something that I feel like I've heard before.
Thank you,
thank you for the replay. One more time, give it to us again.
The slow-mo replay, please. We are just on the pause. But guys at home, I want your thoughts on the swishy knife because genuinely I'm torn. At They Call Me Pansy and at Machini TV.
I think it's like... It sounds like an old game I used to play. What is it? Like it was the attack sound. I think. Oh god, I feel like it was RuneScape, and I don't want to.
Oh my god,
I don't want it to be RuneScape.
That is embarrassing.
I was like 11. It does sound like that.
I
though.
never played RuneScape.
What were you doing when you were 11? Wolfenstein.
Yeah, Quake World, I think,
Okay.
and Wolfenstein.
Well, I was chopping down trees and attacking things that sounded like that. Actually, never mind.
Wait,
I'm not digging this
No, we've got to
RuneScape hole.
pause. You're
Oh,
going to
man.
keep talking. What is RuneScape? Because I know
You know
of
what it is.
I know of it, but I don't know why it was so enticing.
Oh, God knows.
What
Me and my
happened?
friends, we used to play it.
Oh, you
in
did it
school.
socially as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I only like to play games when I'm playing with people I know, usually. And it was, what was it? God. I'm pretty sure we would constantly be like, go in and we'd be convinced we were like super, super good player killers, PKers.
Oh, you're.
Yeah.
Would you discuss it the
So
day
we'd
afterwards
venture
in
into the
school?
wilderness, you know?
All right.
Yeah, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll be the sick mage. You be the sick ranger. And we'll totally wreck some noobs in the wildy. And then we hit year 7 and decided it wasn't cool anymore.
It took you to year 7 to realise that. That's absolutely appalling. Guys
Hey,
at
man,
home, please
stop.
give him abuse at Machini TV on Twitter, because I was unaware this was actually a
This
thing.
is a
if I'm
dark
honest.
part of my
I started
past.
off pretty well, you know, like
Hey, at least you
Quake
started
and
on
enemy
FPS.
territory. Yeah.
I was playing COD 1 alongside it, though. That's more respectable. COD 1 rifles. I love that stuff.
Was it after you pooned noobs in the
Oh,
forest?
that was after, you know, I just grown sick of chopping trees and making bows.
Nice.
Yeah, I made loads
wow,
of bows.
You're really crafty.
Yeah, I was crafty, yeah. I made loads of money. I didn't. I was actually poor in RuneScape. I really wasn't very successful.
That's so sad. That's like saying you were bad at The Sims.
Oh,
you know
there we
what
go.
I mean?
This is the sound effect. Look. Yeah, so this is like me slashing a rock crab on RuneScape. That's what that is. There you go, ladies
We are
and
still
gentlemen.
paused. You can't. We're not just keeping them waiting for us to discuss this. But guys at home, that
Yeah.
sound, please,
What
at
is that
Machini
sound?
TV,
I'm gonna
help
see if
them out.
anyone's let me know.
RuneScape is cool. Okay.
Hey, RuneScape is cool, okay. Yeah, that's
What's
exactly
it?
what it is.
Who's
No one knows what the sound is.
MBK still trying to work stuff out. That's good to know.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so please let us know your thoughts on this one. We need help. I'm not sure if I like it just yet.
There's a thread going on which basically says, I'm not sure if misunderestimate is a compliment
Wait,
or an
you
insult.
you need to say his name because he's not playing anymore. Disturbed just tweeted you.
What did
You have
he
to say
say?
his name because you'll never get to say it on a major again for a while, you know. So.
Yeah, Disturbed said, please stop.
No, his real name. Say it.
Tenelli Vicola.
Perfect.
I'm really good at that now. Apparently a CS player is still playing RuneScape.
Oh, no.
Rubino.
Oh no.
Rubino from LGB still plays RuneScape.
Why?
Yeah.
It's all coming
Oh,
out now.
dear.
See, people are joining. You have support
Yeah,
here
man,
now.
my brethren.
People are like, yeah, nice.
My brethren. It does
sound like the RuneScape sound. It's been confirmed. It sounds like a fly swatter.
It does sound like the RuneScape sound. I'm not wrong. Ha!
Who noobs in the forest.
I paint things.
I like the way no one's actually tagging you in this one.
No
They're
one's
just like
tweeting.
abusing you
no
to
one's
me.
tweeting at me.
See, no.
I'm just
no.
the one they're laughing at.
The new knife sounds like two butter knives being hit together. That's what I hear it like. The
that's
little
it.
zing, you know what I mean?
That's actually that
that's
makes
what
sense.
I hear. That's
okay.
what goes on in my brain.
Bad butter knives together. I've got no.
You've got like a
I've got a
fork.
fork.
Alex.
I was like, could I?
Oh, that's why. So Steam is currently just taking its time. All right, so we're gonna be chilling out for a while, guys. We can break down RuneScape.
Oh dear.
So how does one get into RuneScape? Was this a competitive thing, or was it one guy turned up with, hey, I got a copy of this sick game that we can
Copy?
play?
God, you're such a noob, man.
What?
God, no, it's a free game online.
Oh, you had to download it in those days.
No, you just played it. It was a browser game.
Oh, it was a browser. See, I've never played it in
You
my
know
life.
nothing, Jon Snow.
Wow, dank meme.
No.
Nicely put, mate.
Yeah.
No, I was completely unaware. I got enemy territory from a PC Gamer. I think used to come out with like
Oh my God, the free
disc.
demos.
That's where I got it from. That was it. That was my life.
Sick. I was,
That was my
yeah,
life.
no. My life was definitely primarily RuneScape and COD 1.
See, I never got any COD in the early days.
You didn't?
No.
I really like, COD 2, 2Jan.
Touché.
Yeah, DM. Far too much. Like, I feel like I wasted away a good portion of my life playing DM.
Okay. No, I live.
Oh
my
my
life in
God,
enemy
someone's
territory.
responded to me.
Have they found out what it actually sounds like?
The scimitar attack sound. That's a weapon in RuneScape. Thank you, Alex Hardman.
There we go. Wait, isn't that?
It sounds like an abyssal
Wait,
whip.
wasn't that
I've got lots of RuneScape people turning up.
Jeez, you got new
Yeah,
fans.
my
You got a
bros.
fan base coming out here. Finally, we found Alex. Some people who actually support him.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
That's sick, man.
See, like the only game that I probably played outside of that. That was great. The only game I liked was like Age of Empires.
Oh,
Age of
Age of
Empires was
Empires,
the
man.
one.
That was a good game.
A bit of Wallalow,
Wooloo. And the cow would turn red or whatever. Yeah, man.
The cow.
Yeah, actually, you don't need the. Yeah, you can convert the cows.
Weren't they just sheep?
Oh, they were sheep. Oh, they were sheep. Just
I
kind
was
of
about to
butch
say,
sheep.
Butch sheep.
Cow-shaped sheep.
How do I turn this on? I still remember the
Oh,
cheats.
yeah. Oh, wait.
Lumberjack.
Cheesesteak Willie. Billy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy. I knew it was a little name. Oh God, this is still a pause. I want to specify.
Oh, it's all gone down. Oh.
I was close. Age of Mythology. Did you ever play that? Lauren's gone.
I'm out. I quit, guys. No, I didn't. Maybe that was a cheat in that game. No. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, I'm kind of a little bit crying with tears.
Yeah,
Here. Sorry.
I played Age of Mythology. That was like the.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I was like Zeus and Loki. You could be all the gods. What's your co-host's Twitter? My co-host's Twitter is @You Call Me Pansy. Someone just tweeted at me.
Oh, hello.
There you go.
But yeah, we are just chilling this one out. Like, we could go to a break.
Should we go to a break?
No, hold on, guys. You guys at home, let us know your thoughts on Twitter.
should
@They
we
Call Me
break?
Pansy and @Machini TV. Should this be a break, or do you want us to continue talking nonsense?
Because I mean, I've got loads of RuneScape stories.
I'm kind of intrigued.
I can tell you this one time I whipped on my wizard's robe and headed into the
did you cosplay at home?
No, I had a dressing gown on probably, let's be honest. And some non-done GCSE, or no, what was it? What's year 7? God.
Homework.
SATs? Did you do SATs?
Wasn't that?
That
was before, wasn't it?
I have no
SATs?
idea.
I don't know.
ICT. Okay, whatever it was. Some undone homework, and I was sitting in my dressing gown, chopping some trees.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Oh, it sounds great.
No, I did.
Oh my God, someone else definitely thought the new knife sounded like wood cutting.
So it's actually the thing.
I actually am not.
Valve have probably ripped this off, and now they're going to get sued.
They're
You've
going to
ruined
get sued
CSGO.
by Jagex. Yeah, it's happening.
Hope you're happy with that.
It's actually all my fault.
You've ruined CSGO.
What have I done?
Well,
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about Age of the Empires. And you
Age of the Empires?
Ooh,
Where did
wow.
that the come from?
Just throwing that one in.
Okay. Oof. Orky Momo.
Don't go to break, keep going. Jesus.
Is that
Thanks,
it?
guys.
Don't go to break, keep going.
No break, keep going.
Keep talking.
Oh Lord. See, this is terrible. I thought they moved then. Oh, it's very warm in here. I think
Someone tweeted me saying, "No break. We need to hear Machini TV talk about more cheesesteak willies." That gave you food though. Cheesesteak Jimmy's, didn't it? Food.
Yes, it was
Jimmy's,
food.
I did. It gave you
Lumberjack
food.
was wood.
Yep.
Rock On was stone.
Yep.
Ooh, what was gold? What was gold?
Sorry,
It was Robin Hood, wasn't
am I
it? Robin Hood, I
Googling?
think.
Yeah, it was Robin Hood. Yeah.
What was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was.
How do you turn this on?
Yeah, that was the car.
That was the
little
car. Yeah. Oh my God, I
The little
remember that
Viper
one.
thing running
Yes.
around. And there was the idiot. I can't remember what his name was.
Idiot?
There was another cheat. Hold on, I'm looking it up now. I don't encourage cheating, but who didn't in Age of Empires? Like, let's be honest here.
Wow, I wish I could have cheated in RuneScape, man. So bloody poor.
You just learnt about what it was to be
and there was
poor.
this thing. So there's a thing in RuneScape called, what was it called? Jewel Arena, where you stake money.
Right.
And I was
early CSGO lounge.
essentially.
They were onto a great thing.
I was putting my my sweet weaponry and stuff on the line.
And you lost.
And I became like essentially homeless in RuneScape. Lost all of my money.
Jeez. All right. So
And,
pepperoni pizza was food in one of the versions.
So, I want to hear more about noobs getting wrecked in the woodies. It's actually the wildy. Can't get it right, you noob.
Oh,
God damn
can't
it.
believe they're getting that wrong. That's embarrassing.
It's actually very embarrassing for them.
Yeah, they must go home and feel quite awkward about that. You can't really discuss it with your family, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I think the game's still going. Is RuneScape still going? I don't even know.
Is it still alive?
I can't remember. Someone says, do you remember the magical and mystical pink rainbow hippo cheat in Age of Mythology? Oh, Age of Mythology.
Oh, no, I never played it.
Magical, mystical, pink rainbow. I don't know if I actually did the cheats in Age of Mythology.
I remember Aegis, or Aegis. I can't remember how you would
What's
pronounce
that?
it. You speed up time, so you just like create a wonder, turn on for a second, and then turn off.
Oh, dude.
Dirty cheating.
What was that? There was another one that was kind of similar to that, like
Marco Polo as well. To
Marco
remove
Polo.
the fog. And
Fog of Orgos.
all of it,
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you ever build like ships on Age of Empires? I always thought that was rubbish.
I did fishing because I'd always do
Good source of food.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel that.
I'd put a lot towards. I'd do all the sheep stuff first, and then I'd use one sheep for a scout.
You scouted with a sheep,
Mate,
you monster!
I was keen. I remember going on. The worst thing is, right,
Monster.
at the time, I was very innocent to the ways of the internet. And being like 12, I don't know how old I was. I'm going to round up to 12.
Okay.
I used to go on the Age of Empires online and play against other people. And they're like, oh, well played, GG, and all that after. I'm like, I'm 12 and I wreck you, mate. And then, you know, announcing
that
you
was
would...
M8, I hope.
Oh, yeah, or M9.
Oh, because you're... No,
edgy,
that's... I don't
edgy.
like that. I feel like you misunderestimate how many people played RuneScape.
Was there a lot? Was it a big thing?
I told you I'd sneak it in. Ah, you completely didn't
I
recognize
went
it.
along with it.
No, you didn't realise. Yeah.
No.
There we go.
No. RuneScape is still very
Oh,
popular.
There you go. Thanks, Danny, for letting us know.
Oh.
So RuneScape, I'm pretty sure it must look like something completely different to when I
I
remember
kind of want
it.
to look it up now. Should we just stream that instead?
I
Like
feel
this game's going to be waiting a while. You know.
Oh God, I remember. I remember when I was. No, I'm not.
Come on,
No
this
more
is
RuneScape
Wait,
stories.
did you ever take the stories into school afterwards? Like, you know,
Dude, that was all we did. Like,
why are you so pleased
so
with
we'd be
that?
sitting in like the common room, wherever it was, wherever you kids sit,
I think that was just form room.
with desks. Form room, that's the one.
Common room sounds like sixth
Sounds
form.
really
in
fancy,
the sixth
doesn't
form,
it?
you were still discussing
Okay.
RuneScape. But yeah.
No, and like one guy would walk in and be like, "Guys, I got a dragon dagger," and everyone would be like, "No."
My school was
what?"
so much different to this.
Yeah, and then we all held hands and sang songs.
Kumbaya, was it, mate?
No.
I thought you were just now looking at Twitter like, I'm finally popular.
No, I'm
RuneScape
waiting
has
for
made
this.
me
I'm
a
waiting for this
someone.
fifth one to start.
Age of Empires, a slow man StarCraft. All right. Well,
That's
leave me
exactly
alone,
what it
man.
was,
It was
yeah.
good. I used to love that.
I feel like I'm one of the few people, and this is unpopular opinion,
Oh, God.
whether it is puffin. I think Age of Empires 3 was good.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I liked it.
I learned our history through that stuff. I'm not gonna lie. You know, Joan
Love
of
that.
Arc nailed that.
Yeah, smashed it. I used to like. I
Yeah.
used to like really like being the Ottoman Empire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty sweet.
Mm.
They
What
had
other
like
games did we
built
play
really
back in the
big
day?
cannons. It was called the Great Bombard. Where is this? Where is this coming from?
It's horrible, isn't it?
I know all this stuff.
I do remember playing Flight Simulators as well because my dad had that and Doom. They're about the other two that I'd ever go to, but they're pretty socially acceptable apart from Flight Simulators. You know what I mean?
Flight simulators. You played flight
Yeah,
simulators?
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh,
I think
did you
it
have
was.
all the controls in that?
No.
No.
My dad had the bit of it, and I thought it was really weird, so I didn't
Didn't go
do
near
that.
that.
No.
I wish
Alright.
there was like a RuneScape simulator.
Oh, Windansky's abusing us. That's nice. Generally sounds like you guys have been taking laughing gas or something. Thanks,
Cheers, bro.
Windansky. When you get to the Pro League one day, you can join us. Until that point,
Oh, someone's
stay
informing
being
me.
third tier.
There is Lauren firing shot.
Hey,
There is-
Windansky deserves it. He always gets a
and
bit of
there
grief.
is old school RuneScape, which okay. So apparently the one I played is still they're still running it. Yeah,
Jeez.
I know. Sweet man.
God. Wow, this is...
Where's our fifth? I want to start talking about
it's
CS
Steam.
again.
It's Steam. Steam's down. I
Steam's
believe.
down, but
Yeah.
how come only one person's like can't get in? I don't understand.
I don't know how these things work. I don't understand stuff, but still, depending on how long we got left, like any other great stories you want to bring out of your any Magic of the Gathering? Magic of the Gathering?
Magic of the Gathering.
Isn't it Magic?
Magic the Gathering. Dude.
Magic the Gathering.
Come on.
When was I playing this?
Hey, dude, I've got such a dark past. I could really get into some detail. I used to play. No.
Did you?
No.
Did you?
Not Magic the Gathering. No.
Oh. Well,
Something kind of on that level.
oh, please do tell me. Come on.
Do we need to do this?
D&D?
No. D&D's cool, I'm sure.
Come on. What did you play? Digimon cards? Was there cards to Digimon? No, there wasn't. Was there?
Digimon,
Digital
digital monsters,
Digimon are the
champions.
Yeah.
Oh dear. No.
What did you play?
Well, so it involved buying small plastic models,
Beyblades?
and painting them.
Oh, what is that
Yeah.
called? What is it? Warhammer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did that for about a year. Spent far too much of my pocket money.
That sounds horrific.
It was awesome
It
at the
sounds
time.
very relaxed. As like an old person
I didn't
now,
play the game. I literally just
you
bought
just
them
like
and
to
painted
paint
them.
stuff. See,
Yeah.
like now in my old age, I could see that being quite therapeutic. Come home from a really stressful day of talking about video games, you know, hard life, and then just deciding to get my crayons out and paint.
That's exactly what it was, because I never same with Pokemon. You collected the cards, you never played Pokemon.
Oh, we got
which was,
banned because people were fighting them. We were
like,
they're
throwing
fighting
cards at each other. What are they
No, we
doing?
weren't allowed to trade in school anymore
Oh,
because
man.
kids were like fighting over them and stealing cards.
Oh, what was it?
It broke down like the complete.
Beyblades, you touched them. We
They
got
were
them
they were
completely
late. They
banned.
were late.
Oh, we
they
get
were
them
late
banned
to me.
from
I was already out of that
Oh, okay.
generation.
We were turning bin lids upside down and like they were our battle arenas. And we were having big Beyblade. Man, childhood was great. Where's be child?
I do. The only thing we ever.
That was really
What?
difficult to say. I was like, let's be children again. Let's do that.
How we cast us. The other thing was, what was it? Yo-yos came back for a little while. Yo-yos
Yeah,
were big
feel
in the
that,
game for a
feel
bit.
that.
Then they got taken away from us because kids were like knocking teeth out.
With what?
With yo-yos.
God damn.
Because they were
Oh,
quite heavy,
we
those
just
things.
walked
They
the
had,
dog
like-
and stuff. Where were you at school?
I went to London school.
Oh, God.
But no, people are very ingenious with ways to attack others. I'm not going to lie. This downtime is amazing. Thank you,
Thanks,
Moses.
guys. Yeah, this is the...
I can't wait to see your version of this on the NA side. You know, I want to see that sort of stuff coming in, you know. But no, I think... What wasn't banned at school? Everything got banned from us eventually. Conkers weren't allowed to be played anymore.
Conkers were awesome. I
Because
remember
there was a way
baking
you used
mine
to
in the
put-
oven.
Yeah, you used to put them
Yeah.
either in vinegar or something. It became
There
like
was a
really
trick.
rock hard, and you
Yeah,
could like
yeah.
hit people with them. My schools
remember
were a lot
that.
more violent, it seems.
Yeah, literally everything. I'm just like, oh, we painted models and sang. You're like, yeah, we stabbed each other with sharpened conkers
Yeah,
in the eye.
Beyblades.
Oh,
what's the other?
Beyblades.
Was Yu-Gi-Oh? Did that ever happen in your area? Yu-Gi-Oh
I
wasn't
never
big
got
for
into
us.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, I
Pokemon
watched
was
on
like my
TV.
card game. I had a Pokedex. I was the envy of this. Oh, oh no!
I had a Pokedex.
I did.
Wow, you big pimp. Absolute big pimp. Did the ladies love your Pokedex?
Yeah, man, it was really sweet.
Can I get your number for my Pokedex?
Hey, man, I collected like a good 50% of the Pokemon on that Pokedex. Yeah, so I don't know how it worked, but I can't remember it. You type in like a number and it'd be like 73, and it'd pop up with like Squirtle, and then it would like explain everything about that Pokemon.
Nice, man.
It made noises and everything.
I just remember being amazed that you could attach a printer to the Game Boy. Do you remember that? And you could take a little picture with it and it'd print out in like black and white.
Say it again. Game Boy printers, yeah.
Yeah. And then like you could. Did you play Pokemon on the Game Boy, right?
Well, I don't want to do.
I did it competitively.
Honestly, that probably wouldn't be a surprise to people. No, I didn't.
Not
I
after
actually
this
I didn't play it until late. Like
Oh,
later
were you
on.
late in the game?
Yeah, I was playing Mario. I was a big Mario man.
I never got into that much. Socially later on in like high school, everyone played Mario, but
Yeah.
never got it early. But I do vaguely. Do you remember the? Is it Missingo or Missing Number?
Yes.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there were some rumors going around school about that. If you collected it and you kept it on your Game Boy, it could break your TV.
Jesus. Do you know what I did? It's just come back to my memory. I bought a Pokemon game off like
Yeah.
a Spanish market when we were on holiday, right?
Oh my god!
I was like, wow, this is so cheap. And I mess with you not. There were swear words in it. Like it was like, you've got your Xing Pokemon, and my mum was like, this is an outrage. She stormed off. She stormed back. Like, so we'd gone back home when I started playing it. And she stormed in, and I felt like a secret agent. So we basically gave the game to, like at a market where you can trade a game in.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, I'd like to trade my Pokemon game in like stern face, because I was basically
poker facing it.
from poker face. Oh, I like that. So we did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I managed to. I think I got something like Splinter Cell on Game Boy. Mission Impossible it was.
For
Mission
a dodgy
Impossible.
copy of Pokemon.
For a dodgy pocket. Like, I'm pretty sure like it would have blown up my my game at one
But
point.
no, there were genuine rumours that missing number or Missingo is what we used to call it, I guess.
Missingo?
Yeah, it was the one that if you went down to one of the islands and went up and down on the coast on like one of the little...
Something
Pokemon,
happens
you
to it.
Yeah, you could fight it and then claim it. And yeah, if you went to try and trade, it could ruin your whole save
I
and
feel
stuff.
like we should go to a break.
I don't know.
Should we do another
Producer,
check-in? Should we
what do you
check-
guys think?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Do we
Guys,
need to go on a
guys at
break?
home, tweet again, let us know. Because really, you can chill out.
It's
and
completely,
listen to
yeah.
us.
We can. This is essentially like a radio station right now with occasional Tech
Sounds
9 and
of
AK
guns.
sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe a little knife. That's how it
We
started.
should
the
introduce
knife.
it as a song, like, hello, welcome to Dennis Switching Weapons. We'll be back in 2.
And that was a cut off Dennis's new album.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, big in the game, I believe he's calling it. Big
In the game.
Everyone says no break, keep going
Right.
on. Why are you abusing us? We are not monkeys.
Someone said you forgot Zelda. Did you ever play Zelda?
Do you know what? My boyfriend at the time, Tom... I was about to say a second, that was probably very poor
Just throw
idea.
him under the bus.
No, he was very into that, and then I was
Zelda?
like, I didn't
No,
get
I
it.
didn't either.
I wasn't actually that much of a gamer at like very young age. It was
What,
more
while
like
I was chopping trees?
yeah,
you were
I was playing Doom around my dad's
Doom,
and
feel
stuff.
that,
Like
feel that.
Doom, a little bit of Medal of Honor on PlayStation.
God, I love that game.
It was brilliant. Can
What
we
was
just,
it? What was it? I'm gonna have
I
to
remember
Google
when
it.
you used to go through like was it the catacombs
Do you remember
and stuff? And
was that the one where the first like the
you were
opening
a female, I think.
the
in it.
opening mission in Medal of Honor was where like you
In
go
Paris?
on the D-Day beaches.
Oh, that was one of them.
One of them. That was
I
one I
can't remember
played.
Which one it was? Yeah.
And I just remember that being
Allied Assault, was it?
so
Medal of
difficult.
Honor, Allied Assault.
And at the time, my babysitter completed that level for me.
Nice.
And I was like, dude, you are the coolest
You are
guy
the
in the
best.
world.
Oh my god.
Teach me how
Yeah.
to Dougie. And then we just
Please
started
stop
dancing. Medal of Honor. No, that's an actual Medal of Honor. How do I find...
Wasn't wiki
Try and find it.
Medal of Honor series wiki.
Yeah, okay.
Because like I remember there was a level where you started off in Paris and you were like with a little pistol
I don't
walking
remember. I
around
didn't play
underneath
that
the
one.
Eiffel Tower.
So the first one was 1999.
So Underground,
Allied Assault, that was the one I
you were
played,
talking about.
right?
I think, yeah, this was the one I played on PlayStation 1, Underground. You started off in Paris.
I feel like I played the multiplayer of that. Was there
I don't think there
multiplayer
was a
on PlayStation? Like, as in, like, play against your mates?
But yeah, Medal of Honor Allied Assault was incredible. That was like
man.
watching, what's the film when they start on the beaches? Massive World War II film. Gosh, what was it called?
Massive World War II film? Saving Private Ryan?
Yes.
That film. It
That
was
was just
like that,
incredible.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
when you were playing it, I look back now, it looks like pixelated garbage. But at the
Stop.
time, I was just
this
like,
is why everyone's
this is realistic.
Everyone's sending me links to RuneScape things, and I'm like, no, man.
Please
Oh my
stop.
god, I just remember.
What?
No.
No, you've got to bring it up now. You just said it on air.
I just remember, I don't know what I looked at. There's nothing there on my Twitter to remind me, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So at one point, I spent about a week leveling up my cooking skill. and I mess with you. I literally just walked from, like, so there's this one place, God knows what it's called.
Right.
And you'd go from the bank
Right.
down to the shore,
Right.
fill my inventory up with raw lobsters,
Right.
pop off back to the bank, dump the raw lobster, because, you know, banks accept raw lobster.
Is that a
Yeah,
method of payment?
totally fine. Yeah, they were
almost?
totally
Right.
fine. No, not paying. I'm just storing
You
my
just-
lobster. Back to the beach. And I did this for like a day. I'm talking like a 10-hour stint of just
Hard lobster
right-clicking
grind.
on some pixelated water and then running back to a bank. And then the next day, woke up, stretched my legs,
Yeah.
and ran from the bank to the oven.
Oh. So they had to wait a day, did
That's
they?
it. Oh yeah, I left the raw lobster in the bank. They must have really cared
Really
after my
liked
raw
you.
lobster well. Anyway, here's 250 raw lobsters. Just look after them for a minute. That'd be great.
Oh,
dear,
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Someone says, I feel like I went to Machini TV's school after hearing this story.
Yeah, I think I just went to
Yeah,
like
man.
typical London school where we eventually just got everything banned from us. Anything
Aw.
remotely fun always got ruined. Because I remember the first one I got, I think was Dugong, I think, was my first card ever. Dugong, I think it was. Very, very
No idea.
beige, middle of the road card. Wasn't big into the game. Worked my way up, from the streets.
Did you get any shinies?
Oh, Charizard, I've still got it.
You
It's
did
my
not
lucky
have
charm.
Charizard
Yep.
shiny.
It's my lucky. I've still got it. I've still got it
Dude.
somewhere. I took it with me. I was like, yeah, you're the one. All right. Because okay, what was your first Pokemon pick? What did you go for? You're like a Blastoise, man.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, not Blastoise, obviously. You don't choose Blastoise,
Yeah,
but Squirtle, yeah.
Yeah. I was all about that Charizard eventually.
No,
you know
because
what
if you get the water Pokemon, you get a bet. It's an easier to win the first fight or
I
something.
don't care. Did you read that out of like PC Gamer cheats or like the
I
little books
bought
you used to
it.
get?
I bought that
remember
book.
getting those little books.
Oh my God,
I remember
yes.
reading that. They were great. God, these days I just get really angry in matchmaking and quit eventually. It's great. Gaming was so innocent back in the days. Now I'm like, spin botter again, guys can't be arsed, or I'm going to play, ESEA for about 4 hours and be annoyed that I'm pretty bad.
Yeah, I know the feel. I know the feel all
You've
too
had to
well.
deal with playing with me, of course you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, we are still waiting, so I do apologise, guys. I think it is just an issue with Steam.
Apparently,
so,
someone messaged me saying it is back up. So hopefully, we should be jumping into this game soon, ASAP. God, it feels like so long ago this game paused. 13-9 was the score, and HellRaisers were looking pretty damn solid. Yeah.
There's no disputing that. But and then people are like, hearing you guys ramble, throw back to COD 4. We haven't thrown back to COD 4, to be fair.
Oh my God, we haven't.
It's a dangerous topic though, isn't it? Because CSGO and COD, even though at events we actually got on pretty well, everyone like publicly was like, ooh, they must hate each other. It's like, no.
Yeah.
We were all socialising, drinking Panda Pops, having a good time.
Man, COD 4.
Back when you were mediocre at games. I'm proud of you, baby girl.
Yeah, I still am mediocre at games. Just
I
playing
pretend
different
I'm
games.
better. The thing is that I take the approach that now, if I say publicly I'm fantastic enough, eventually someone's going to believe it. And then just be really disappointed
That's
when they
right.
actually see me play.
I've just stopped calling you out. I just nod my head now.
You're like, yeah,
you were amazing at COD 4.
I was good at COD 4
Yeah, no,
though.
I'm joking.
God, why did you say that?
Oh.
No, but.
Oh my God, that's it. That's what it was called. Catherby. Sounds like you were fishing at Catherby.
Alex is getting
so
like the
weird.
nostalgia waves right now.
Do I need to stream RuneScape? Just like go
Go
back.
home. Guys, I'm leaving now. Catherby is calling.
Catherby. Where was it? Lumbridge. Remember that one? That was where you spawned when you died.
Oh.
So it was really
quite
like
a solemn place.
quite sad, yeah, sad. All like low levels. So low level sees like a naked man appear out of nowhere, and they're like, "Whoa, we had a bad time in the wildy." Oh, Dennis getting us all excited with his song. He started a new song. This is track number 2 on his new album. It's called AK to Knife.
I think it was like AK to Night. I was like, oh wow, that's
AK to
but
Knife.
AK to Knife also works.
Yeah.
Jeez, but no, it's been good throwing back. So yeah, so other games have just started going live. So basically, that's why people believe it's going to start up soon.
Medal of Honor
so.
Frontline was epic. It was. My
Yeah,
friend.
there's some really good old school games out there. Like I think I'm gonna just at some point when I have a weekend, just go
do
and
it.
buy
Yeah,
like
man.
a
Cast your
PlayStation
mind
1
back.
off some
Oh,
God
God,
knows
yeah.
what site, and just sit down and play it. You know what I mean?
GoldenEye.
Go
Do you
through
remember play GoldenEye?
I do.
GoldenEye
Golden Gun.
64. Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Jesus, that was good.
One popping kids having a great time.
It was the actually. Do you know what I spent a lot of my time? My first kind of like. I'm thinking about
Spyro.
oh my no!
Mate,
my
I
like
had the Spyro
my
dream.
FPS like multiplayer thing was the that Medal of Honor Majiggy. What's it called? Frontline.
Yeah.
That one had a really good good multiplayer where you could like play with all your mates. You plug in 4 controllers and like roam around and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I remember being really angry at people watching my screen though. Like
screen watching was a big
that
problem.
was the first like stream sniping I've ever seen in my life, and I was really upset with it.
But you hate stream sniping now.
Oh, I don't. I lost it as some good friends. I think I've probably fallen out with some good friends.
Pretty,
like, Can you
pretty
stop
salty.
watching my screen.
You get,
Stop it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like that kid who attached like some tape and just like attached like a blanket around my head so no one else could see it but me.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Horrifically competitive as a child, just really not good for any sort of friendships. But no, I think the first one that I really enjoyed in like a competitive term was still like Enemy Territory.
You love ET. I remember.
That was a good game.
I just want to kind of let everyone know at home just how much she loves Enemy Territory. We watched a 15-minute Enemy Territory frag movie like about an hour ago.
It gets me like hyped, you know. It's just like woof.
And she's sitting there like shouting all these names like, oh, Reload, he was great in the day.
Hold on. Guys at home, all right, how many of you are old school enough to remember someone called Ferrus?
Ferrus. Okay, how's that spelled for everyone?
Ferus. He actually played a version of Counterstrike, so if you're old school enough, let me know, because he played ET as one of the best players there was, or considered in like the top 10. So it's kind of nice, you know, seeing... I just read that tweet.
You just read that tweet. Dennis should throw his mixtape at HellRaisers. Hey, we're making him famous, man.
Yeah,
this is
dude.
his big chance.
Yeah, who knew of Dennis before us right now? It's like
right.
BBC Radio 1 Live Lounge right here.
Aww.
Don't copyright me.
Let's see what we've got. He's going for the this silent track.
Yeah, this is his new kind of
B-side, is it?
Yeah, it's his emotional side coming out.
Okay.
He decided to want to move away from the mainstream and really kind of embrace his inspiration, the likes of Portishead out there, you know, just really deep, really quite mellow. Massive Attack, another one. He's really into that sort of.
Okay, so these are his inspirations he's drawing from.
He does occasionally go into slam poetry, though.
God, slam poetry.
It's the worst thing I can imagine. Someone invited me when I was back in London, like, oh, would you like to come and... So I was like, would you like to come down to a slam poetry night? My friend's band is open. I'm like, oh, I can't think of anything
where they just
worse.
like talk?
Yeah, like really aggressively and just like in haikus and just not good.
More
Nothing
like,
good comes of it.
Hell Tech 9 on Dust 2, angry. 39 the score, angry.
You've absolutely nailed
Like
it.
that?
That is spot on. That is it. And then
Oh,
it's
he's
like,
back.
oh, Dennis is here.
So shall I do some slam poetry over his track?
Just
laying down the beat.
Yeah, go for it, dude. Hit it up.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to mute myself because I'm gonna crumble. Oh.
I don't think I can do it. I don't even know what slam poetry is.
I think
Was I- did I kind of- did I hit
you
it?
were really
Okay,
spot on. You were
okay.
really spot on. But no, I can't think of anything worse in my life right now than slam poetry, if I'm honest. This is seriously the best break during a match I've ever witnessed. You two are awesome. Well, I'm glad that you don't appreciate our regular content, but when we talk like
When we
this,
talk
we are the
nonsense.
best. This is the thing. It's quite sad, isn't it? Like,
you
that's it. That's it. That's
monster.
it.
Someone is just... I'm retweeting
Pokemon
that.
Gold
Someone...
and Silver, Red and Blue. See, how far did you go into the line? Because I stopped at... It was Red,
did you ever
Blue,
watch
Yellow... And then I was out. I didn't go beyond yellow.
I literally just played red and then my dodgy version of blue with all the swear words.
Cyan or something. I played turquoise version.
I don't understand though, because some Spanish guy on the market must have just been like, "This will be funny." Like
Ruined some kid's
poor
life.
English kid wondering why Ash is telling Misty to F off. like, what's going on?
You're not meant to do this. Slam poetry the whole game. All right, we could drop that.
You could do that. You could just be like, you know, AWP, sniping, changing weapons, silence on the map,
silence on my gun,
empty heart,
empty clip,
empty barrel.
All right. I think we've gone far enough with this. I think we
go.
need to close this one down. Guys, we are going to go to a very short break. Hopefully the production's not just like wandered off like, oh, they're doing slam poetry again. We better go for half an hour. But yeah, guys, we are going to go to a short break because we just need to see how long this is going to take. It could be for another hour. So if you have enjoyed our little break, you know, of uniqueness before we get fired, hit us up on Twitter. You know, give us some following to fall back on. You know, once we get kicked out of ESL, we'll need some support.
Some e-followers.
On Twitter, @TheyCallMePansy for myself, and for the slam poet, And he did just about find out today about it all, you know. Machini TV, hit him up. Go check it out. Go support him in his ways and in his poetic. I don't know.
At Machini TV is how you follow me. I'm not spitting fire. I'm just here to be me. Cheers, thank you, good luck.
We'll see you back as soon as possible, guys. As soon as the game's ready, we'll go back live. So do follow us on Twitter. We'll tweet out as soon as it goes live as well. So, guys, see you in a sec.
Bye.
Guys, you can tell we are back live into the game. It's just started up, and I think all is now good. Apologies for the break. It was an issue with Steam. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our unique break. I think it was, we can call it. But everything is okay, and we are back in this. Just to give you a recap, this is the second game of the ESL ESEA Pro League of tonight. There is still 2 more to come after this, and this one currently is sat at 13-9 in favor to HellRaisers. And well, so far it's looking quite dominant for HellRaisers on their CT side. So let's get back into this, and Alex, take us away.
Oh, feels like so long ago we were in this game, but now it's time to re-immerse ourselves in the action. mousesports have already been kind of had their numbers questioned. Chris J looking for a pick through middle has already got B and Dennis down, or if not down, out. So Dennis now just 39 points of health. My eyes are awful. Squinting to see that number.
You said Squirtle. Oh, God.
Oh.
It's a bit jolting coming back
into
this now.
I wasn't expecting to see us. Here we go. Anyway, Angel and Edrin's going to be trying to do something as here comes the push, as it's going to be too easy for the AA combo to subdue that attack. All now onto Dennis, and he has got absolutely nothing in his arsenal to pick this one up. Stuck between 3 and 2 CTs. He gets mopped up, and the 14th is put on the board for HellRaisers.
Yeah, HellRaisers have looked solid on their CT side. There's no disputing that. And before we went to the break, we were just asking the question, can Mouse pull anything together? Here and there, Chris J and God B had done brilliant things, but outside of that, he'd been fairly quiet. So at the moment, not a bad score for mousesports. But mostly the factor here is that HellRaisers are going to get a very well-needed point addition to their league, and this is what they've been needing for quite some time, having extraordinarily close results, yet no wins to really bolster those numbers. This will be the perfect beginning. So looking at what we have now, T-side down to extraordinarily little. Money-wise, pretty skin. Got a couple of Tech 9s, a Molly, a Smoke, to try and deny HellRaisers match point.
Let's see what they choose to go for here. Mouse seem to have their sights set on A, and look at HellRaisers' positioning. It's so perfect because HellRaisers can just back down long if Mouse chooses to execute this and then play for the retake. Looks like that may very well be on the cards, as Mao is the only man really holding the angle. He's expecting to catch a couple off. Actually, tell a lie, Kucha is there as well. And the flood of terrace is about to breach, as you can see. Kucha is going to try and catch the one. It's going to be Spiddy. He doesn't catch the frag, though. And all of a sudden, here comes the very shoddily bought-up T-side. 4 pistols and an AK.
He should have caught a ball, but he catches nothing. And Christian actually takes down his own teammate. And oh, this is going from bad to worse. Kucha gets his knife on Chris J. And, well, Dennis, God B, and Spiddy get the bomb down. But I don't think they can defend this. Yeah,
most definitely. Dennis and Spiddy are in the long grass now. They're in the tall grass, and it's going to go horribly wrong for them as we shove as many Pokemon puns down your throat as we can. 3 CTs remain. It's all too easy. And we are going to be seeing round 15 then for HellRaisers.
Yeah, HellRaisers do secure that match point marker. One more round, and they have this one in the bag. So, mousesports, it's do or die time. Can they pull it together and actually get a couple more on the board? That's the big question.
What was the ladder standings that they were going to go from? Can you remember that?
Ooh, HellRaisers?
Yeah, so if they win this, then their 3 points moves them like from something to 6th, I think.
Yeah, they go up to 6th. They're in second to last, I think, at the moment.
Right,
so
geez.
quite a substantial step up above the likes of Na'Vi, Titan, and players like that, and Envious. So a really big game for them, to be completely honest. And take nothing away with our awful puns. We only mean fun. This will mean a lot to the HellRaisers guys. And oh my God, don't do it again. All right, so looking at the T side this time, 2 Tech 9s, and a lot of utility. Outside of that, 2 Galils and an ult for Chris J, but with no armor. So this is the last call for them. They have to pull something into this. And now Mount and Dozier pushing up on A-Long, going to make that a lot harder. Just this more aggressive hold, this more assertive play is just going to put mousesports on that back foot. Mouse have to be able to locate a way through here. Dennis has a good spot in towards mid. The Mouse looking like they're going to try and congregate around that as Kucha. Little does he know how goddamn close he is to being in the right place at the right time. And already those mollies coming through towards short. No one's actually up there though. And this is a much slower round from mousesports here.
Slow and steady may actually win this race, as you can see. mousesports trying to catch a pick, and HellRaisers just not going to give them an inch because they know Mouse will take the mile. Angel and Adren are being pressured by flashes, but nothing can be pushed off the back of that. There's time ticking away, and that 35 seconds is going to run down quickly.
Certainly will. I guess they're looking at a mid to B quite possibly. Spitty's coming around. And that is what they're going for. And it's not a bad idea. Dennis is in those B tunnels. Adrian turns his attention towards it. Angel gets down Dennis. And now it's only one path they need to watch. And that's Gobby and next time to pour in. T-side need to make this count. And it's not working out. Down to 2 now. Chris J and Spitty, the last 2 standing, fighting off against Angel. And Angel is not done just yet. He bought time for the rest to fold in with 7 seconds left. These two need to pull off something nothing short of a miracle.
Future trying to do it all, not going to be too difficult for him as he picks up Chris J and Spitty, and that's going to be the defuse and the game for HellRaisers. And after our very long interlude, we do manage to